Everybody's life is different. Your priorities are school. You have to make sure your routine. Personally, for me, when I wake up, I'm not a morning person. This is the book I used to use as a high school student. I got them this semester. I used to have it in first year and second year. Things I want to achieve. This is Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. What's another epi? My name is Mariam if you're new here, and I'm a senior student at Egerton University in Nakuru. Today's video, I'll be talking about how I manage my time and how I stay consistent in my routine as a student and as a YouTuber and yeah, all that. So I posted a video on the first day of school this semester, and then someone commented that they need a video on how to manage their time and how to stay consistent. And then I guess I took a long time to do the video, so people came to my inbox and they were like, why are you not doing the video? Why are you not doing the time management video? So this is it. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's lifestyle is different. So my productive may not be productive to someone else, and someone else's productive may not be my productive. Alafu wenye mko nauliza roommate wangu kwa wapi? She's listening to music. What's going on in my life currently? Today is on 25th November. November went by so fast. My sign is at 9:45. I had this project thing going, proposal and stuff. If you are a senior student in university, you know what I'm talking about. If you are not a senior, then you get ready, prepare yourself mentally, because it's going to like break you. So nipitia tu hizo mashira tu za proposal, and that's why I did not post for a while. Like I guess for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I did not post anything, because like we had to do these things, meet up in groups, go for group discussion, type the proposal, do some research and stuff. You know how it goes, like school stuff, and I take that so seriously. So that's why I did not post. Sorry. Apart from that, I've just been here. Issue house hunting, if you guys are still wondering. I guess you're not going to be doing that this year. I know I wrote it for as one of my core goals this year to move out, but I guess it's not possible. We'll start to Shafika December. Maybe next year, most probably. Another thing, I said I want to learn a new language. I wanted to learn German and Spanish. I started learning German and Spanish, and then zikanilemea, nikaacha moja, nikaacha Spanish. Then nikaendelea German, and then like when we came back here to school, because I was doing that when I was at home. When we came back, ikanilemea tu ikanishinda, like mixing school stuff and this. So I just dropped it, but I know some few words in German. So I stopped like learning, but I'll be back on the grind. So let's get into the video. If you've not subscribed, subscribe, because I know 50% of you guys are watching and you have not subscribed. So please subscribe, and we can go through this journey together. Like how I manage. I wrote these things down because I don't want to just come here and start blubbering. So nilikuwa nimeziandika chini, though I go with form. How I manage time and stay consistent in my routine. First and foremost, you have to identify your priorities and your goals. If let's say your priorities are school, you have to make sure your routine aligns with like mambo na shule. If your priorities are your friends and your social life, you have to make sure that your routine inaingiana na like your social life and your family and friends. If your priorities are like fitness and going to the gym and stuff, you just make sure that your routine inaingiana na uko. Then after you identify your priorities and your goals, you make sure like you wanna state long-term goals and short-term goals. If your long-term goal is graduating with what is it called, first class honors or distinction, you make sure that your routine, because that's your long-term goal, you make sure that your routine aligns with kupata your grade. You make sure that kama ni kusoma unaandika kusoma, kama ni go for discussion, kama ni yeah, you make sure that your routine inaingiana na, kama it's meeting up with groups, you involve that in your routine. Kama it's research, you involve it. Then after you identify your priorities and your goals, you establish a routine sasa, like from your priorities. You establish a routine that you're going to follow. Na sasa morning routine, night routine, alafu sasa kuna hiyo ya day, like during the day. So for a morning routine, personally for me, when I wake up, I'm not a morning person, but I want to try to be a morning person. So I cannot say that atikavile I am a morning person. Sinajua mimi ni morning person, ati ni amoni amke 5. That obviously I won't be productive, and that's going to be like playing games or stuff. So I have to make sure that my routine matches me. I don't know if I'm saying it well. For those who are like morning people, mtu haezi sema chetamka saa 2 na najua yeye ni a morning person. Because at the end of the day, you will not do well, considering ukiamka mapema ndo you get productive, you do your stuff. If you wake up at 5 a.m, you know you get up at 5, you write your notes, like if you have other things you can do. So for me, my morning routine consists of waking up. I don't even think if I make my bed immediately after I wake up. So I wake up, and then I get in the shower immediately. I get up in the shower immediately. Then after showering, I get dressed. I shower and then brush my teeth. Then I get dressed. And then after getting dressed, I make my bed. After making my bed, I go to school. That's literally my morning routine. I don't have a breakfast and stuff. Come on, near school morning. But if it's a typical morning where I don't have to go to school, I just get up. I make my bed. After making my bed, we just taking tea, and then I freshen up. So they just wake up, and then they make their beds, journal, and then they get into their self-care grind. But like they don't do that, like they just kama mimi. Then you after morning sasa, days are different. You don't have a specific, like you don't know how tomorrow is going to go unless like there's a huge activity. So during the day, I don't know if you can have a specific routine during the day, because like the days are different. Then during the night, after sakunanye, they don't cook at home, they just order food or they go to eat out. Then come back in. There are those who shower and there are those who don't shower. And then after that, you get in bed. Kunani, they sleep with movies. There are those who sleep with music. There are those who sleep with YouTube videos, podcasts. Like everybody's routine is different. So you just know what works well with you. And then after establishing a routine, you can get a notebook or a diary or a journal or something, and then write them down. For like unajua morning you're supposed to do these things, night you're supposed to do this thing, just to make yourself accountable or something. Personally for me, I have like thousands of journals starting from when I was in high school. Let me show you my journal from high school. This is the book I used to use as a high school student. I used to write things down here, activities I used to like do and stuff. Sometimes you could just write thoughts or anything. I got this when I was in Form 3. And then this is just a typical exercise book. As you can see, I have this. This was less organized because at that time I was not wise enough. I don't know. Like things I'm supposed to do and stuff, blah blah blah. Things I want to achieve. This is not from my high school. This is from, I guess, first year, second year. Like to-do list, things I'm grateful for, and career choices and stuff. Like it's so good to like kuziandika, write them down. If you identify your priorities and goals, you write them down. Because like writing I don't know if this is a legit quote, but writing something down is half way of doing it. This other one was just a small one. I was using this one because I didn't have an exercise book time. Soma German and Spanish, so I used to use this. But this is just for just small things. Like timetables, the class, times I'm supposed to meet people, parking list. I write them here. This I used to have it in first year and second year. This was I got this from a friend. Alinipatia nikiwa first year period ya COVID. So I just decorated it. I wrote like timetables, calendars and stuff. This is just like on the low side. So sometimes if I get up in the middle of the night and I feel like I'm not feeling myself, I switch on my phone. Kama you have a roommate and you feel like ukiwasha utamsumbua, tumia simu. Uandike what you're feeling, just let it out. If you sleep, you'll feel better when you wake up. This I got them recently. I got them this semester. So this is how it's supposed to look. This is just for when I was broke and I didn't know what to do. So these are the ones I use typically. This one is for my feelings, and sometimes I write things I'm grateful for in life to make me feel better. You may feel you're going through something bad, and then kumbe someone else is going through way worse compared to wewe. So if I write things I'm grateful for, I'm like, oh, by the way, I should be grateful for my existence. I should be grateful for life. I should be grateful for my family, for my friends, for food, for a roof, for a bed, you know. So this is what I write. Sometimes if I'm feeling so deep, I write like my feelings, and I write like how I'm going to better myself, bucket lists, imeandika hapa, and all. Andika vitu kama hivi will show you like what your priorities are and what your goals are in life. By the way, if you guys don't believe in manifestation, I do, and I believe that the universe can give you something that you want if you really manifest it and if you really think about it and stuff. Because in this book, it's an exercise book, in this one I had written like some stuff I really wanted as a person, as a girl, as a teenage girl, considering I was less than 20 years, and what I want to do, what I want to, like, things I want to have, things I want to own, my lifestyle by that time, like how I wanted it to be. And looking back at this, I feel like I've achieved most of them. Sometimes I go back and I tick things. Sometimes I'm like, I want to own like something. I write things I want to own, and then I write a list of things I want to own. Then saizi, I'm like, oh, this I have it. I feel like sometimes if you write it down, chances are it's going to happen. And then this I write my to-do list, like the night before the next day, before I sleep, I write the date, the next day's date. Kama leo ni 25th, so leo siku nitaandika, kesho ni Sunday, nitaandika 26th Sunday November, and then I write things I'm supposed to do tomorrow, so that when I wake up with a purpose. I write, say I'm supposed to wash my clothes, I write wash my clothes, things I'm supposed to do, because at that time it's so quiet, it's easy to think. Alafu pia you're like, you can really deeply think about it. The next day I'll do them, because after that you'll be ticking them, and there's no such feeling, such great feeling as ticking off your to-do list because you actually did it. Alafu kuna sasa the weekly to-do lists. I just write randomly, no specific date or day. I just write, by this week I'm supposed to have done this, this and this and this and this. And then after I've written the weekly to-do list, though I will know like which day will I be free to do this. The next day I don't have anything to do. Oh, I was supposed to do this week. I can just incorporate it in my daily to-do list. I have a weekly plan. I write them as weekly plan, not weekly to-do lists. Then I write like socials for my social media accounts. Then I write for school, and then I write for like my mental health and stuff. Like some mental health is like social life, family and friends, and then school, kama studying, group work, writing notes, group discussions, that's for school. And then on my socials, my social media accounts. And then after I've written my weekly plan, that is like my major to-do list for the week, I write them as I will add them in my daily plan, which is in my daily to-do lists. If you do that, it's going to be so easy to manage your time. If you feel like these books are too expensive, you can get a small notebook or just a typical exercise book. And if you are in Nakuru, I tell you, there's this supermarket is called Western. These books are so cheap. This is like 250, this is 200 shillings, and that they are so good and so aesthetic if you want to own one. Oh, another thing, if there's a major event, tuseme umealikwa harusi next month, you have your phone for a reason. You have a calendar in there for a reason. Put it in your calendar. Put a reminder on in your calendar a week before the event, ndo ujitayarishe mentally, and then you put it like ikuwe ina remind every day of that week. Ndo sawa. After that, you learn to say no, like learn to how will I say it, prioritize yourself. If your plan is like, Leo, I'm supposed to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this, and you want to achieve it, and then like someone else is like, oh, by the way, let's do this and this, and you know you are supposed to achieve this by the end of the week or by the end of the day, just tell the person, oh, I can't today, I'm held up with something, or I want to do something, so you can do it another day. Unless it doesn't like interfere with the plan, with your daily plan, you can do it. Unless they communicate it earlier, so that the night before you can prepare yourself and write it to the plan. Alafu pia, if you feel like it doesn't align with what you're going to do, just don't do it. You'll be sabotaging your routine. The other thing is, in order to avoid burnout, which is like kuwa exhausted na routine yako, just try to romanticize your life. Same sasa, like my routine, just waking up, taking a shower, like every day, 5 days in a week, doing the exact same thing in the morning. You can incorporate things that you like. For example, you can listen to music when you're taking a shower. You can listen to music when you're doing your makeup, when you're preparing yourself to go to class. That's listening to music is like having fun. Like incorporate something that is fun to something that you have to do. For example, you have to write your notes, and you're so exhausted, you're like, oh my god, I wrote notes yesterday, I have to write notes today. Na ni nyingi. You can watch a movie as you write the notes, ama you can watch YouTube as you write the notes. You can listen to a podcast. That is like doing something fun. If you have an assignment to do, it's a group work or something, I don't know, you can take the group with you to maybe a cafe ama a hotel. Kama Naivas seme, in a supermarket, there's always a cafe inside. You can just go there, sit. Kuna sitting places za kukaa, kama ni soda ama juice, just discuss mkiwa hapo as a group. Still not necessarily you have to do it in the school compound. You can romanticize it. It's going to be fun. Haitakuwa so boring like kama mtakuwa mmeenda shule. The final thing, you recognize the people who like match you, your energy and your vibe, and you know, we have different types of friends. When we have multiple people in our lives, you cannot just be a loner, ama you cannot be, no man is an island. Recognize our watu, and you look if they match your goals ama the lifestyle you want to have in the future. Because if you can have every type of person, like every Dick and Harry in your life, but just so you know where to put each one of them. So if you recognize these people who match your goals and the lifestyle you want to have, they can inspire you and motivate you, because like they can give you advice on stuff kama hizo. Alafu pia like they can make you enjoy life, in other words. I'm not saying you cut off people, like you know who to do with what, if you get the technique. If you have a friend who's like passionate like social media, alafu ukiwa unapenda social media, you want to take photos, you want to post on social media, you can meet with these people like, oh, let's go take photos, evil. Just make it fun, make it like, do it with people who you enjoy like having those types of conversation with, because there's a niche for everything. Kuna watu wanapenda kupika, kuna watu wanapenda ku dress up, kuna watu wanapenda ku party, kuna wenye wanapenda kusoma, so like unajua what to give to who. Yeah, that's all. That's what I do like to manage my time and to stay consistent in my routine. Alafu pia I can show you guys how I do my journals. Kuna those kama kuna hizo za weekly plan, sijui plan, and then there is this deep ones, intense what? I don't know. Because if I have like these types where I write like the season, what I want to do, like long-term goals, and then I have a mood tracker. I write like stuff come easy. I know this is a calendar, so if I'm home and I'm like, oh my god, how did I feel today? There's 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 2 out of 5, 2 out of 5, and 1 out of 5. So if today was a bad day, I'll write like 1 out of 5. Today was fucked up. in my calendar. If it was 5 out of 5, I rate it. Alafu sasa kuna hizi sasa zenye, yeah, I just randomly feel it TV, like it's just typical ones, like no any doodling or any spice up, it's just typical, right? So I can do a video if you guys are interested on how I journal. Alafu pia flexible and be adaptable, like learn to change, like in case this happens, kama sema leo umeandika hivi plan, this is supposed to happen, alafu isi happen like when you plan, just adapt with it, be flexible and don't take it so serious. Sometimes things cannot go how you want them, not how you expect them to be. Alafu pia don't compare yourself with someone else's routine, because we have different lifestyles, we have different priorities, we have different goals in life. Don't compare kenye mtu mwingine anafanya na kenye wewe unafanya. Alafu like try to do what they do, because like wao wako na their own specific goals, their own specific priorities. We have different families, we have different backgrounds. That was it for the video. If you've not subscribed, subscribe and stay tuned for another video I'll be doing. If this was helpful to you, leave a thumbs up, and if you need clarity on anything, leave a comment on the video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Love you. Bye.